If you look at this chart, there is quite an interesting move. All the sell-off that came in the dollar Swiss just happened in the last half an hour or so of the market. I mean, the dollar Swiss in the intraday was pretty much holding, and if I closed it like this, you would actually see that we do have a buy signal on the dollar Swiss. I mean, if I just hold it like this without putting the last half an hour, without the last half an hour, which could be specifically because it's Friday night, Friday before the weekend, and we also had the sell-off that came in into the Dow Jones and the S&P and the stock market, so that maybe added a little bit of additional negativity to the US dollar. But if you look at this like this, that was actually a buy signal, if anything, that we had in the dollar Swiss per se. So we are going to take that close with, as I said, based on what we have seen in the big picture and based on what we have seen, with a grain of salt. Okay, this, we will consider this a big range day, and we are going now to identify how we're going to play it. Now this is an, one second, this is an all-time low, and the momentum low that we had, or we have on the chart, is the low of June 6, which is the 83.26. And what we did, we put in a low of 83, which means we have traded below that structure point, below that all-time historical low towards the 06, and we came back and closed at 22. My structure point, my momentum low, is 26, which is just 4 pips away, which we can say that it is right at this point. So this gives us a brilliant buy signal, a no-brainer buy signal, which means if it gets above the 83.26, we are actually going to be buyers of it. And this is the 83.26 right there. I mean, if I put it right there, that's your 83.26. And your prime momentum low is 83.40. So for you guys who don't have the software or don't know how we trade, I would be a buyer above 83.40. Okay, just to be on the cautious side. But for all of us, we are going to be buyers above the long point is going to be the 83.26, and it is also my structural long. So the dollar Swiss, my long point is 83.26. My structure short now, instead, you see that was our structure short, it is now going to become our structural long. Okay, and my structure short is right now, which is the all-time low, which is the 83 even, the 83 handle, which this was the low that was put in on Friday. And my short point again is going to be the 83, because that's the structure point and the structure short. And if I'm going to buy it above 83.26, well, that's going to be my stop. And again, you know, we give it 20 pips or so, but that's as much as we should. And at the same thing on the short side, it is going to be the 83 hand, because so now I have a structure long point and a structural long, and I also have a structural short point and a structural short, and both of them will be my stop. So this means we're going to use a about 10 pips on either side of 10, 15, 20 pips on either side of the buying point or the selling point, which is the same thing as the structure. And you can also be a little bit patient, like I showed you the other week when we are doing the trading the structure points where we were in the grad club last week. Okay, so with that, now again, my long point and my structure long is 83.26, and it is also my stop. My structure short is 83. My short point is the 83, and it is also my stop. And that's again, when you have setups like this, these are the prettiest setups. And you see, it took us just 5 minutes to analyze this thing. It didn't require any more than that. Okay, so that is the dollar Swiss. Let me save it.